Capybaras is going to be on this.
This is Jade here. We call that bench normally it's Jade's selfie spot. She's normally the one that's up here, but she's so pregnant that she's like, I don't know. That's a long ways up.
Oh, hi.
Whoopsie.
No, you cannot snap across.
Oh yeah, look at the bump.
Much more bigger bumps
Some more
there.
for you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have any foot in my hand yet.
Get up further.
Here, just get up. Come on, hold on.
She's like, excuse
hi.
me, I'm not
I
in
know.
my spot.
This one over here, I think he's looking for.
Yep, she's like,
What's
hey,
the bump
wait.
doing?
Oh,
I
you
got out of
the
my
bath.
pool. I got out of my pool. It's okay, Bracky. You don't want to be in here with dude.
Here,
I promise.
let me give you this. I need to feed this. What? Wait, what's that?
So he's got a little bite there. The girls bicker among themselves more than the boy would ever hurt them, etc. There's a hierarchy. So as we get closer to giving birth, they get a little nasty to each other at times. All their hormones are going a little wacky.
She's trying to give him a lettuce.
Oh, she's watching my bucket.
Oh. Here, I have lettuce.
There's a couple more little pieces in there. Yeah, and then they stop being so picky when they run out of food. Then they don't care anymore. Yeah, you'll put the bucket out. Because then you know there's no more food. Then it's time for
Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't have anything.
Here, I got some capybaras.
No more, all gone.
Father, you got a nice capybara right there.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Right there. No, right there. No more.
See what about?
Father, are you taking video?
I am.
All lumpy.
Hello, we're
You're
here.
just lumpy and pregnant.
Nice capybara.
How many do they normally deliver?
We've seen litters from 1 to 6. We really like it when there are 3 or 4. That means that everybody's,
Okay, back up.
everybody's healthy and happy
Back up,
normally.
Back up.
Excuse me. I'd like to stick my 150-pound butt on you. You're a ham.
Wait, are they really 100%?
The 3 biggest girls in here are probably over 150 right now.
Oh,
They're very, very dense.
nice. You were not.
Very dense.
You were not eating my shorts.
Yeah, look at
today.
all that. That's all baby
How
chub.
long are they pregnant?
So they have a weird gestation. So they have a partitioned uterus, and they can have 2 pregnancies at once. But those pregnancies are all going to be born at the same time. So they have 150 to 180 day gestation. That little month in there to make sure everybody's baked enough to come out. But we'll see litters occasionally that have like 2 1.5-pound pups along with 2 4-pound pups. They have different sacks and different afterbirths and everything.
Wow.
And like the little ones, their ears don't wiggle yet because their facial muscles seem to be the last thing that develops. So yep. But then they'll eventually catch up, and everybody will be about the same. Yeah, but look at that. That's all baby chub. It is. You guys are all gonna start popping it at once. So yeah, we hit our 150 days last week, so we should literally start having pups anytime now.
They just start having pups right now.
Hi.
One of the girls over there, I think, is going to be the first one.
Yeah,
to
we
pop.
got.
We're starting to see nipples protrude, and she's everything's starting to lower. So I'm guessing at least this week on her. And then you 2 ladies are so fat. You're so fat.
I got a bunny.
Very cute fat.
She nudged my hand.
Excuse me, I'd like some more pets and food. They want more lettuce.
Well, I found her favorite spot, her neck.
Everybody loves her neck pet.
Nice
you got a bunch
capybara
of babies in there,
production
too.
here.
Yes,
That's
you
nice.
do. You got a bunch of babies in there too.
Capybara. Yeah, I'm all set.
Oh, right there.
Nice capy.
Oh, facing swings.
You're in a beautiful spot out here.
We made it that way. it was all that empty desert 2.5 years ago. So
now it's just
there was nothing. And then we built everything, spent a year building it, and then we had the elusive Arizona tornado. Things we don't think about having here. We laughed when we heard tornado warnings. Yeah, we had a tornado come through Caddy Corner across the whole entire ranch and take out everything in its path.
But the animals were fine.
Luckily, yes, we lost one chicken that got crushed underneath our aviary. Our parakeets, they come and visit the neighbor's house still for food. We never saw them anywhere but there now. But everything else, luckily, was all okay. Amazingly, it was just structural damage. We had some animals running around the desert. We had to go back and collect, but everybody came back. Like we had one missing flighted bird. We've only got 3 birds that fly besides parakeets. And it made it to the neighbor's chicken coop, and she comes bringing it over. Like, I think this is yours. Like, thank you. That's the only thing I was really missing. But everybody else we got back.
We'll go say hi to that capybara.
Go ahead and say hi to the Maras too. They're a lot softer than the Cappies are.
Oh, they're full of peace.
But yeah, no, we had a 50 by 60 aviary that had 6 rooms and a wall down. It was 12 feet tall. They basically picked it up, wrung it out like a rag, and threw it over 16 acres.
Wow.
The roof, which we scrapped the roof so we know it was 2,500 pounds, was on the neighbor's fence.
Oh.
And everything down and in between, but it's all back. And like I said, it was just structures, no animals. So losing one chicken is great. I can handle that.
So what are these 2 capybaras' names?
Because we would have gotten hurt.
Yeah, you didn't think of Arizona
Hi.
having tornadoes.
No, we laughed when we saw tornado warnings. Canal Air Park, which is where there's a bunch of retired airplanes and then a bunch of expensive airplanes. They were measuring 150 and having planes roll into each other, and like all of the windshields were cracked.
I found a
like
little bit of
300.
lettuce.
Yeah. Go ahead. If you put it flat on your hands, they won't hurt you. But yeah, no, we'd never expected that. So we had to rebuild everything again.
So what are these 2 capybaras' names?
So these are 2 of our teenagers in here. This is Watermelon. She's got a little bit of a bloody nose. It's very, very dry. And that's Cantaloupe over there. They're basically our teenagers that live.
So basically, capybaras named after food.
Yeah, we have a whole. We tried to give them all names according to what litter they were born in, so we can remember what years and who's related to who. So yeah, Watermelon, Lily, Applesauce are related.
Watermelon is eating.
Guava isn't related, but he's our boy. So there's a whole fruit basket in here.
What about these?
So the Maras, they're a lot softer. And they're more like chinchillas than giant guinea pigs. They hate water, and they take dust baths to keep themselves
Even though
clean.
they look like kangaroos.
So they're super, super dusty. Yep. In the wild, they're a burrower, and they come from Argentina. But Tucson doesn't get cold.
Yeah.
They've got heaters in the houses. They're
Yeah,
not big on the burrowing.
they kind of look like kangaroos. A little bit.
They just need little T-Rex arms to be the kangaroos.
Yeah, just not really happening. Yeah,
Yep. Missing the big giant tail.
Watermelon.
They've got little goofy tails.
Yeah,
They
at
don't
least
do
they don't
tails.
hop around as much as kangaroos.
Nope, they just have very amazing evasive maneuvers.
And
So they're actually the fastest rodent on the planet. They can run up to 35 miles an hour. And they have all kinds of amazing jumps and hops and twirls to keep away from predators.
Yeah.
But when the Maras have the zoomies, it's adorable because they're running and jumping and playing with each other.
Watermelon.
Their head reminds me. I can't. It's another marsupial. I can't think of the name of it.
Well, at our old place, my signage used to say, "What's that deer, kangaroo, rabbit thing?" Because they're just weirdos, and they make all the same noises guinea pigs do, and do all the same things except guinea pigs are louder.
Yeah, I think cantaloupe is
Guinea
making
pigs
those
are like
noises
the
right
loudest
now.
rodent on the planet.
Wow.
Yeah, cantaloupe is making those noises right now.
Yeah, I think you're closer cantaloupe than I think too.
Hey, I'm feeding capybaras. That's nice ASMR.
Don't stand in front of them when you feed them.
Huh?
Alec, you're blocking the camera when you feed them. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
It's covering it, and it froze a bit, but it's not completely dead yet. But it had new growth all coming out, and the bunnies all over it. I have a problem with the bunnies eating all of my stuff. We're like, here, we'll plant a bunch of garlic, 'cause that keeps the rodents out of the gardens, and it'll keep the bunnies away. No, they don't care. They ate all the tops of the garlic off. Like, really?
Yeah, we tried to grow a garden when I was a kid. And no matter how far my father dug that fence down, they figured out how to get in there.
Well, I had planted all of these with Cosmo flowers because they grow really well all season long. They all started popping up, and the next day they were gone. I was just like, so I've got starts up at the tables where things aren't eating them, and also transplant them into here soon. But I'm like, man, there were thousands of seeds out there. Oh, look. There's one Cosmo plant that made it. Oh, there's another one over there. Yay! Like a couple. Like, I need to pull all the last garlic out of here. And the sunflower I didn't plant.
Now, what type of tree is that one?
That is a mulberry tree.
Huh?
So,
Well, there
it'll
goes
make a
all the
great shade tree in here eventually.
Oh, you diamonds. Diamonds with the lettuce.
It's amazing. It's so dry out here. How it is green. You must.
We spend a lot on water. Well, we don't spend anything on water. We have our own well. But also, the way we brought property out of here, we have 2 out of 4 of the well shares over on this well, and then we have, and C minor, our male, is apparently over there showing off. I don't know what he's doing. And then there's the fancy guinea fowl inside. The blue and black guys are vulturine guinea fowl. No, they're like our helmeted guinea fowl people keep as pets all the time. These are their fancy Tim Burton flavored. With their fancy pinstripe suits. Yes, that real low grumble is the boy and his sexy voice.
I got a new buddy.
He's at least gonna follow us to the next place.
He loves being rubbed. Both my dogs, they come to me and they love being underneath.
Oh, there you are. You're beautiful, dude.
Oh,
you think
look
you are
at
so
you!
sexy.
How beautiful you are! Oh,
It
spread
is
your
breeding
wings.
season, so he's
Yeah.
going out for his ladies.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure he knows exactly which ones are his ladies, because half the time he brings me nuts and shows me how well he can provide for me. dude, I'm your mom. Not your girlfriend. You got a bit of an Oedipus complex here. Yeah, take care of them. This is the first year he and his ladies are actually old enough to lay eggs. And the curassows only lay 2 to 4 eggs a year.
Oh.
So I'm hoping for 8. He's got 2 ladies in there. I'd be happy with 2. It's their first year. All right, we'll see how they go. Now the little guys, it's actually their first year to be able to breed also. Both species take 2 to 3 years to mature. But hopefully from the guineas we get 30 or 60 eggs out of them. Because I'd love to have a little flock of silly red-eyed little guineas running around. They're so goofy. Hi. Say hi to. This is Cuddles. She's one of our African crested porcupines. Luckily, it is a myth that porcupines shoot their quills. None of them can, which is really great because they're just super scary if they could. And African porcupines are only quilly from the middle back. So everything up front, on her sides and belly, up top, it's all just coarse modified hair. She loves her attention, and yeah, Slimer likes sweet potato. So she knows what comes next. She knows what comes next. Okay, Slimies, can you sit? You gotta sit first. Sit. Thank you. I'll give you one. And then we give everybody else one. So, yep, feed the porcupine. I mean, if you want to feed the dog, you're more than welcome to. Sid, you're not coming out? No? You normally come out for me. You can stay in there if you want to. It's okay. So you have African porcupines, only fully from the little back. Oh, there we go. There's Sid. So Sid likes your sweet potato, but he doesn't like to get pet. He actually doesn't like you guys. He thinks you human males are smelly and gonna steal his girlfriend.
Oh dear.
So, but he's all bark, no bite. He'll just startle you, not actually hurt you. But he has to be a big, scary boy. So, but these guys have never been purposely pokey. If they wanted to hurt me, they'd have to turn around backwards. It's a terrible, terrible delivery system. Hey, stop begging. I said stop begging. Hey, do you see this? You see that? Guess where it's going? It's going over there. Thank you. So, yep, turn around and run into me backwards. That's a terrible, terrible delivery system. You don't want to turn your back on something trying to eat you. Right. So they actually use their quills more like giant whiskers than weapons. So all these long ones, they're not particularly strong. They're not particularly pokey. But if something comes up behind them or from the side, something they can't see since they do have terribly little tiny beady eyes for a nocturnal animal, they can flare up. They can look 3 times larger. They're hoping that looking 3 times larger might scare you off if you were thinking about eating them. Sit. And
Where did they come from?
these guys are African. They didn't come from Africa. They came from, well, one came from Florida and one came from Arizona, but but they're African in origin.
No. Those eyes aren't going to work on me.
Oh no! Oh, you got it, Slimer. So the next thing after they flare up and look larger, the next thing they would do, he shocked her and he said, "Thank you." Oh, hey. The next thing they would do is shake their tail quills. So the quills in their tail are hollow. So they shake them really fast, and it sounds a lot like a rattlesnake to us. Except there are no rattlesnakes in Africa. So if you're on safari in Africa and you hear a rattlesnake, run away. That's an angry porcupine. After then, they would have to turn around and run into you. You really don't want to do that. Hi, I love you, Sid. So Sid's a little spicy because Sid thinks I'm his girlfriend. He has me very, very well trained. I feed him all the goodies while I'm in here, and then he doesn't hump my leg. I don't know how I got to be so lucky that...
And someone's being left out here. Here you go.
Those are sweet potatoes. That's a good vegetable.
They're like, what about me? What about me?
Well, like I said, never purposely pokey. Accidentally pokey on occasion. Oh, can we leave those in there, guys? I need to use them for other animals. Yep. Sorry. Please don't reach into my bucket. we've got more to feed those too. But yep, they can run backwards as fast as they can run forwards. So that's a little scary, except that means that they really don't run that fast. Yeah, and even though he is a booger and likes to show off and be scary, like I said, he's all bark and no bite. Hey, he hates my husband, my male employee. Hey, because they're in here all the time. But as far as his hates goes, is to show off, be big and scary, and then come bite on their pants and wait for a treat. So, yeah. But I'm pretty sure porcupines are made out of leftover pieces. See, they've got a great mohawk, silly little fuzzy human ears underneath all that, that great fuzzy nose, and the little Muppet feet with giant claws underneath them. Hey. They are the most destructive critters I have on the ranch. As you can see, they have dug all those holes. We filled them back in, and then they dug them again. And we filled them back in. Their enclosure, this is the smallest gauge of wire we can use that they won't stress, break, or bite through eventually. They also have cinder blocks going 3 down along the edge of all the cage so that they don't dig out. They still do dig out on occasion. They're really great about digging. But when they do dig out, Cuddles comes and finds us. Saying, hey guys, what are we doing? And Sid goes to the very same spot every time. He goes in, he's got a spot behind the goat house over there that's got a little table behind it. And he goes and lays underneath it and waits for me to come in. As soon as I come in, he hears my voice, comes running up and right back into his enclosure. He knows exactly where we're going. If my employees try to get him back in, it takes them like 45 minutes. They don't love him nearly as much. Or he doesn't love them nearly as much. Hi, Cuddles. Hi. You know, your eye looks very good today. So Cuddles has allergies. She gets eye drops 3 times a day, which is my favorite job on the planet, is to poke the porcupine in the eyeball 3 times a day. Luckily, she's very good about it. Yeah.
Dog is trying to...
Yeah, I know what you mean. This is Beans. He is a just turned 3-year-old male warthog. Warthogs get their name from the warty protrusions on their face. Males have a big set here by their eyeballs and a little set by their nose. Oh, girls only have a small set by their eyes. Where is my lady?
They like to dig.
Pork. What are you doing? Get that big shovel nose in. She always hangs out in her house. This is his house. Oh, you're on my knee? Okay, Females are apparently not getting up. That's Sport back there hanging out in her house. Come here, dudes. Hey, Beans. Come here, Beans. Like you walked away. I don't know where Sport is either. So, in the wild, this would have been Bean's last winter with his family. They take forever to mature sexually, about 3 years. So he would have been with his family still, and right about now kicked out to go make his own family. Luckily, he doesn't have to worry much because he does have an older lady. She's all muddy and in the house and apparently not coming out right now. But she'll be for... this week? Next week. She'll be for next week. So, and we're pretty sure she's pregnant. Last year, this time, he did not know he was a boy yet. This year, we have seen him. He knows he's a boy. You can totally reach down and pet him. He is very, very friendly. He has a little hair there, too. Oh, hey, besides the emus, I have my tortoises in here also. It's amazing that we don't have tortoises out running around. Oh, are they out behind the house? They're behind the house. So I've got 3 of the big tortoises here. So there's 2 ladies in here, and my biggest tortoise is here in the house right now. So those are African sulcatas. They're the world's 3rd largest tortoise. Top out at about 150 to 200 pounds, depending on sex. Oh, my big guy inside, he's about 160 right now. Maybe a little bigger than that. I haven't put him on a scale in about 6 months. Oh,
There's a little one.
Yep. So the little one is a different species, also from Africa, but the little one is a leopard tortoise. Don't get quite as big as the big guys. He's basically full grown, except of course he's never stopped growing. He's just going to grow really slowly from now on. But like leopard tortoises have an average lifespan about 150 years, and he is 10. So he's going to outlive me. I tell my kiddo I hope his kiddo likes tortoises. Forever. The biggest guy we have in here is the only one that I actually know his exact age. He's 17 this year.
Hey. You say hi? Hey there. Hi.
All our tortoises are rescues. We don't make any more. They do breed. They do lay eggs.
Alec.
charge in emu world. So the girls have an extra sack attached to their trachea, and they fill it full of air, and then they push out that air. They make that booming noise. Oh, the boys just kind of grunt. But the girls are the protectors of the flock. So they watch out for predators, and they fight over boys, because the boys sit on the nest, take care of the eggs and all the chicks. So they fight over boys. Yeah, and she actually picked out all of her sisters over the years so that she could be the only one that has a boy. Yeah, you're very cute. Do you want a piece? Yeah, sometimes you eat on my hands, sometimes you don't. You put it on your head. Oh. You can eat it off the ground? Toys will come eat it off the ground. But they're a lot, they're mostly full, but each of their feather follicles has 2 feathers per follicle, so they really are twice as fluffy as they are. You gotta get way down in there before you get to any meat. Hey, Falcor's a little bigger. He weighs about 120. Yeah, you're a good girl though. So emu eggs are some of my favorite. They are. Come on, all that. Oh. This is one of our young porcupines, and she's just learning how to be, well, she's actually a really great porcupine.
Hey.
The only reason we don't go in with the other ones is because Sid is a jerk. This is Grumble's, though. So Grumble is Sid and Cuddle's 24th baby. They have had 26 babies to date in their life. So they just turned 10. And she is a lovely little porcupine. She'll actually get to go in with everybody else here shortly. But right now she can still make it through the bigger squares in their enclosure. We hadn't planned on keeping her. So we just gotta have to wait a little bit until she can go say hi to everybody else. And just get a little piece. Yeah, come over here, girls. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for a few weeks from now, hopefully she'll be big enough to go back in with her parents. Yeah, come over here. You have terrible, terrible eyesight. Where'd that go?
Nope.
Like, where'd it go? Yeah. Wait, that was your finger. I dropped it. Yeah, we hadn't planned on keeping her. She was already sold. The people who were coming to pick her up got in a car accident on the way here, which luckily they were all okay. Just the car was hurt. Everybody was fine. They're like, well, can we come back like next month and we can grab her instead? I'm like, yeah, no problem. Well, we'll take good care of her, make her nice and friendly. They called back a couple weeks later, like, can we get one from the next litter? I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. I'm like, yep, you can, because my employees have already begged me to keep her. And I gave her a name. We started calling her a name, and that means she's not going anywhere. So, luckily, only the dominant female gets pregnant, so she can go right back and live with her parents. We have had more than one female in there with Sid, and none of them ever get pregnant, just Cuddles, which is fine because we already have 26 babies right now. We don't need 3 times that. That's a lot of babies. But baby porcupines are my favorite. They are, when they're born, they're just fit in your hand, think they are big and bad and scary, and try to stomp and shake their butts at you. And it's like, you're standing on me on your ground. You're silly.
Now, how long are the pups, up the back? What are
the quills?
Yeah.
They just continue to grow. So there's
when they're born?
When they're born, they're about an inch long, and they're hard in about 5 minutes. They're born soft, and they dry up and are really, really, really sharp because they're just little thin things. So they're extra sharp when they're born. About sleeping? I'm gonna come pet your belly. Can you get up? Like, nope.
No.
So, she's a red-rumped agouti. Agoutis in the wild spend all of their time, come here, foraging for food, big stretches, hiding it for later, and then completely forgetting where they put it. So, they're known for accidental forestation. So I just gave her a hazelnut. She's gonna go hide it for later.
Behind you.
Yep, I got a goose behind me, yeah. Just to be confusing, this is a goat named Goose. It was actually a Top Gun reference, but it doesn't make sense anymore since we don't have his brother Mag. Yeah. So we don't have your brother Maverick anymore. So yep, she hid that nut. Now she's actually peeing on it. So that one she might remember where it is. But yep, they're known for accidental forestation. They spend
She's a senior.
they accidentally plant trees since they forget about it. So there's probably a good $200 worth of nuts out here that she's forgot. She hid in the dirt. Luckily, the one she hides inside her little condo here, she normally finds again. Or when we clean her condo twice a week, we gather them up and then hand them right back to her. Oh, she doesn't seem to care that they're hidden. What are you doing? You can come back out for another one now? You know, is that all you have in you today? Is it warm? Nigerian dwarf normally look about like that, but a little bigger. That one's like a 6-month-old baby. But all the smaller breeds. Then we have mini La Manchas, which are the goofy little guys that have barely any ears out there. And yeah, you're my big doofus. So,
Goose really loves attention.
he thinks that anything in a bucket is his. And he's hoping you guys brought him trees. Because he knows normally I don't bring trees.
Even this phone he thinks it is?
Probably.
Oh.
He thinks everything's a treat. So, but you are more than welcome to go in with him if you'd like. The gate's in the back. Oh, and you can hug baby goat.
Top right corner.
You silly
Someone's
goat.
trying to mount.
Yeah, this is how I show my dominance. Those are both neutered males. So, the big guy here by the fence, little guy comparatively. Yep, this is the Sole. He's actually the oldest dude on the ranch. He is 21 this year. Oh. Yeah, you're my little badass. We love you. So the big brown one is an Asian water buffalo. That's Gunner. He's actually my biggest puppy dog on the ranch. And then the big white one is a white park steer. And that's my miniature cow, can't you tell? He was supposed to be, his parents are like this tall. I've met them. He did not get the memo that he was supposed to be little. He's big for his breed even. We never expected him to be taller than the water buffalo.
Wow.
He doesn't quite weigh as much as the water buffalo because the water buffalo is very stocky. You know I have a bucket too. You don't like somebody else. You normally don't like me very much. I am normally his least favorite person. I do all the hoof maintenance and give the preventative meds and stuff. But last week I bought a new cow treat that he loves. And it's like for the first week he's been running up to me every time I come. I'm like, I don't have any treats in my pocket, dude. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure I really like those treats? I'm like, they're just oats and apples. Like they're not even anything special. They're oats and apples, and yeah, who knew you liked those ones so much? I've been buying this whole time, and I could be your buddy. Yeah.
I feel like Goose is staring into your soul.
He's just like, are you sure you don't have anything good for me? Sure. Maybe somebody will walk back there by the gate and I can sneak by them and move the trees.
Hi, Father, you going to the gate?
Hi. Hey there. Trying to get out? Oh, who are you? Hi. Hi there.
He thought that he should hump everything.
No.
Neutered.
No.
It matters if you go to a human. If you bent down, you were not sick. So, yeah, he wouldn't like that. Or he could go be a goat. And they have like 40 goats on 2 acres. So, but yep, you can go be a goat on the acreage. And Goose just knows he's the biggest guy. And
Hi there.
very pushy.
Hi.
As opposed to go yoga, we just do baby goat playtime. Nobody really wants to go jumping on.
Me and her did
The little ones, they're all little.
They're still not coming.
Yeah, we had goat yoga now. Goat on back.
Yep. We just do baby goat playtime instead. Nobody really wants to work and do yoga. We just want to There's enough for you. Here's just my water. What are you doing? I need to fix your fence because you broke the fence.
He needs food. He really is wants food.
Yeah, you're kind of fat though, like everybody else.
Ooh, hi there.
Father, how you doing with the ghost?
All right,
You taking video?
I am.